If you're saying the beggars in the street, they're not important, but you are talking about them. Yeah, because if you've met those ones in Port Harcourt who they are always looking for transport fare to go to where I don't know, they're never having money to continue their journey. You are now talking about them. You can be gisting about almost. I met those people that used to stand on the road and be begging money. Those women that will not carry small children. I don't even know where they get those children from. You are gisting, know. Are you not gossiping the person? Or is there something I'm missing out here? Gisting versus gossiping.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Okay. All right. So please, when you call in, turn off your radio set. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Anonymous says, when many Nigerians say gist, they mean gossip. Gist is the point of a discussion. Gossip is mean-spirited and irresponsible exchange of information with no respect for boundaries or care for truth of someone and their affairs, especially when they're not there to defend themselves. People who gossip usually have two aims. Number one, to feel better about themselves, and number two, to cause as much damage to their subject as possible. All right, thank you. All right, do well to call back. Head on to Facebook as well and drop a comment there, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, or you can tweet at Nigeria Info PH. I'm enjoying watching you live via Facebook handle. Gossip or gisting, to me, I don't really care. Your name is Alex. Okay, thank you, Alex. So that's what's happening on Facebook. I want to hear from you now. So at what point does gist become gossip? And what is it that actually makes gossip bad? Because if you say that gisting, I mean, we looked up, I shared the definition from the Oxford Dictionary with you. It is gossip. Part of what happens when you're just gossip. So what is wrong? It's gossiping. What is that thing about gossiping makes it rebel? Yeah? There has to be something about it. Because it cannot be just talking about somebody. Because we talk about people. Yeah, even when, you're saying talking about people in a negative manner. People do things that warrant in a negative manner. Not bad. And discussing it. The pastor in Kenya that was fasting starved. And they died. Is it not something bad? And then you're talking about it. Are you gossiping the man? He's not there to defend himself, right? Hello. Good afternoon.
Let me ask something, maybe from House on the Road. Let me ask something from that word I speak to you.
Thank you for calling back.
Okay. I was a facility manager in the House on the Rock. They went to the pastor. They were gossiping me all the time with the pastor. And the pastor was in depth with love with me. So he gave me key for that environment and all. They went and gossiped me to the pastor. And the pastor now give me a letter. It didn't reach 2 years now. They stole something there about 20 million. So they came back and be telling me, say, sorry, came back. I said, no. Let them go back to President Jonathan. They say, Jonathan, no good. Now they begin to gossip Jonathan. Jonathan leave shit for them. And then they put, like a woman. They put man and they begin to cry. And they begin to remember Jonathan now. So gossip is a very dangerous thing. This gossip can make man.
All right, I think you should go and whatever issue you have with the studio platform to start calling out, you know, you should that with them. All right, but all the same for contributing. All right, on Facebook says gossip is always talking about someone, while G is a normal conversation between one more person's things. Talking bad about someone. So listen, the story is that EFCC arrested him, and they said he's a Yahoo boy, and he's even that he was doing Yahoo. So we're not talking about him. Did something bad. Was he said, did he do the Yahoo or not? I'm not asking him because I just gisting, obsessing, based on it of EFC arresting him. So if it is talking bad about someone, I need you to explain some of those things. What exactly is it that makes gossip bad? People go online, they go to the blog, they want to recall the gossip. But celebrities and most of them. But we want to do you hear he has a new baby mama? These musicians say these guys, they not just stay one place. Do you hear? Boss. All right, go and come back and right back.
You are
enjoys time. But also, the gossip could malicious intent spoken by someone who has been wronged. So another word has been malicious. The translation irreparably hurt that person. But generally, gossip needs to. What is this that is about it? Those who gossip. And someone say no, gossip. Somehow you talk about people. So, okay, so a man has been I'm looking for an example. Nobody to harm us. So let's just be said. Okay, so an example here. A particular lady, all right. So it wasn't right. She's always doing her thing, and then you sit down and she passes by, and she still does the same thing. She don't talk to anybody. Did she just pass? Yes, she did. Did she say no? Did not. So telling you that that's what she does, and then she does the same thing. That gossip. All right. I just want us to talk about what exactly is gossip. And makes it bad. You do bad stuff and you discuss people in light of the bad stuff they've done. Is that gossip? Someone who's been duping people. Something you know. Someone goes to you. Someone you have the age because of proximity close and you know that this person has been doing scam. This person has been doing some bad stuff. And you're telling another person about it. Is the person doing it or not? The person is doing it. He might say, if the person's, I don't think the person's presence. The person is doing something bad. And I'm talking with another person who knows this thing. Perhaps, you lend the person me. And I know that person will not pay back. Based on then. Because it's tried and it's been proven. He will know and he will not pay back. And then, I'm having a conversation with who wants to lend this person money. And I'm saying, this man will not pay you. That's how he borrowed money from. And he did not pay. He borrowed from. And perhaps we could even call the people that he borrowed money from. And they are corroborating my story. The person borrowing and not paying back. Yes, he's actually borrowing and not paying back. Now that I'm talking about it, am I gossiping? Yes, I'm gossiping. Right? Of course, people have said that if you're not sure of the story, that's when it is actually gossip. But how about just talking about the bad things people have done? Is that gossip as well? And we're gisting about it. I'm just gisting. Perhaps giving someone an advice to save money, unless you're sure that you will let go of that money and not ask for it again. Hello? All right, please do well to call back. Thank you very much. Bade Blessed says, the difference is clear now. Gisting is fun and physical, but gossip is spiritual. Hey! is gossip spiritual? Is it the angels that are gossip? Okay, you cannot be saying angel and be saying gossip in the same sentence. Is it the demons that are gossiping people, or is it that there is a spirit of gossip that can enter somebody? So he says, gisting is to eradicate boredom, but gossip is a profession. God have mercy. Gisting has evil intention. Okay, has no evil intention, but gossip is a sin. All right. Lebosi Deyo says, gossiping is negative talk about a person and can destroy someone's life, while gisting is a mere talk that has no negative bearing on someone. Remember I told you that Aristotle says that gossiping is like something people do now, frequently, trivial, enjoyable pastime. But then he now says when it is now malicious gossip, that's when there's a problem. So it's more like he's that on a normal day, there's nothing wrong with gossip. We can just talk about people, even talk about people and their lives. When people are misbehaving, you can also talk about it. Like people have been gossiping, okay. People have been talking about the Ekweremadus. From afar, you know them. We know him now. Senate somebody. Okay. Do you know the entire story? Have you spoken with the young man? Do you know the young man that they took abroad? Did you know him before that time? It's what we have in the news that we feed on. We don't really know the full gist, but we're talking about them. So what is gossip? What is gisting? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, Constance. My name is B.O.V.
All right, B.O.V. Did you call before?
On that show of training.
Oh, okay. All right, go on.
Depends on the motive.
Oh,
what
motive.
you have in mind.
Okay.
Gossip. Without gossip, you can't hear news. Even when you're doing on your radio, it's gossip.
Abi.
You're gossiping what Nigeria is doing.
It's called news. It's not called gossip.
Yeah. The news, people call it news because we used to make money now.
No. News is news. We're passing information. That's
gossip
news.
Is another African language.
It's not. Gossip is universal. Both English and everybody knows gossip.
Okay. What I mean is that it depends on what you aim at doing with it.
Okay.
Just like when the devil made the woman in the garden and asked her, as God said, blah, 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 eat the fruit, eat the fruit. She began exposing what God told them in secret to the devil. That one, the devil aimed at getting information to destroy the plan of God. And she exposed it. Some things are kept secret. You're not able to gossip it or say it. But the one that are revealed, you can consider that other people can get information and take caution. You don't get information, what is happening in the name of gossip. But like I said, it depends on the aim, what you have in mind, you know what you're doing. If you gossip a good news, fine. You have information to save somebody's life or make somebody get good thing. You can also gist is like telling story to relieve stress. Like now, I can gist you what is going on. We are talking, you know. For instance, there is a little girl that has in the man's house. She was gisting with the madam that if my Oga can go to Samaria, this leprosy he has, he will heal. You know, the madam should not tell her, don't keep quiet. How do you know my husband and their leprosy? So they are gisting with the madam, tell the relationship with the madam. She's gisting. Now, madam want to tell Oga go to Samaria. Then I was healed. So depending on what you aim at doing, gossip or gist. My name is Paul. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Apologies. All right. My name is Amadi Goodluck Chigozirim from AJ. I think gisting and gossiping are two different things. In fact, you can be gossiping and gisting at the same time. And when the voices are lowered, the gisting have entered gossiping. And when the information is denied a third party or even said in secrecy. Breaking news, though, just to let you know, Ekweremadu has bagged 10 years for organ harvest plot. That is the story in news. Imagine a friend that someone whose HIV results she saw at the clinic is positive. Does the private? Is it taken to be HIV positive? No. Is the discussion the nurse had gossip? Yes. It is irresponsible, mean-spirited, passing on of information that is actually true. Okay, so let's listen from another angle. So this nurse has a friend that wants to marry this person. And this nurse knows that this person is HIV positive. And this nurse is trying to have a conversation with the person that she knows, perhaps a brother or sister. And she wants to know if this person knows that person they want to marry or they are about to get into a relationship with, if they know the person's HIV status. And then realize that the person doesn't even know. So is it gossip if you are trying to tell your brethren, see what I know, so you can do with it what you wish? You can either go and confront him or her to ascertain if what I have said is true or not, or you can decide to leave it to God. Some people say miracle no dey tire Jesus, so if you can pray and this person will be healed, HIV will disappear and life goes on. So is this gossip? I mean, I'm trying to look out for a friend, right? All right. Someone here, let's see your message. You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. Discussing the solution is not gossip, but the problem is gossip. Oh, discussing the problem is gossip. Gossiping is centered on your level of understanding, which is not always true. And not being able to repeat it in the presence of the person is bad. To gist fears no presence. Ndubisi. If we keep saying that we can, it's not everything you can actually talk about in a person's presence, even something good. You still don't want to talk about it in that person's presence. Why? Because perhaps this person is your boss and your boss is about to get married. And if you see the kind of lady he's about to marry, that girl, fine. You cannot have that conversation in the presence of your boss. Is what you're talking about good? Yes, it's good. But you don't want to have that conversation in his presence. Is that gossip? Is that gossip? Yeah? Good afternoon, Constance. Gossip is considered bad because when you're talking about someone in his absence, you probably have some negative thoughts while just is catching up. Fun. Evergreen, that's your message. Okay, an old word for gossiping is tale-bearing. The Bible says a tale-bearer causes strife among friends. Gossiping is tale-bearing, maliciously spreading stories about certain persons within a certain community in order to put that person in bad light within that community. It doesn't matter if the story is true or false. Tale-bearing is evil and an activity of idle hands and minds. Mike from Ada George. All right, thank you very much, Mike. So someone told me something earlier today about how she heard a gossip about her. So someone said something behind her back to someone who knows her, and the something that was said was bad. And she felt bad about it. She was just telling me, did you know this person said this thing about me to this other person? And this other person she told came to tell me that is what this person said about you. Trying to make me look bad. Trying to rubbish me. I said, she can only try. But this person rubbished herself. Because at the end of the day, the person she was telling what she was telling went to go and tell who she was talking about. Wait, telling someone about what another person has said about you, is that also gossip? So did you know that this girl, this man, this woman, he actually said this and that about you? And then the person says, no, I didn't do that. Or, yes, that's what happened. So someone says it's tale-bearing. You trying to let the person who is being gossiped about know what has been said about them. Are you also gossiping? Are you also bearing tales? Are you also a tale bearer? Hello, Constance. One can gist anywhere, anytime with both people he or she is familiar with, or even those who are not. On the other hand, I think of gossiping as talking about a person on things that person does, sometimes with some elements of lies added to it, which cannot be said out in the presence of the person, mostly between those who knew each other for some time. What makes it bad is that they are not talking to find a way of correcting the person. If it's about finding a way to help the person, that would be relevant discussion. It can be said in the person's presence. Safia Lamido from Port Harcourt. All right, thank you very much, Safia. So, based on what Safia has also said, I'm still maintaining my stance that there are things you may be talking about a person, and you don't want the person to know. Like, you don't want to have that conversation in the person's presence. Not because you're saying something terrible about them, not because you don't mean well for them, but just that, okay, we're discussing how to help someone. All right, we're just trying to seek solution. We've not come up with a solution. I don't want to be seeking the solution, discussing how to help this person in this person's presence. I just want to present the solution to the person. So are you going to say that I'm gossiping the person when all we're discussing is how to help? We're still in the process of the how. And I will not discuss the how in this person's presence. Would you call me a gossip? Yeah, you can say it in that. I don't want to. In fact, if you bring the person here, I will not continue the conversation. Because I want us to come up with a solution first. And then present the solution. Because sometimes the process of providing a solution might not go well. Let's say you have a friend who is obese. And you're trying to discuss how to get this person to lose weight. And you don't want to discuss it in the person's presence because you know how this person might be. Perhaps this is a person who might feel being judged. Because in the process of discussing how to help an obese friend, you will say things that will not be nice. So you don't want to have that conversation in that person's presence. Because tomorrow, they might forget that solution came over. They'll just remember the process, some of the things that were said that were not properly said. So you're discussing with another friend how to help this person. Oh, this person eats too much. Oh, this person refuses to exercise. Oh, this person is too lazy. And yes, you're talking, you want to freely say the word lazy. And you know you don't want to, you will not say that in the person's presence. But yes, you're seeking solution. So how do we get this person to stop being lazy? So that the person can start moving around. Like, how do we help this person? How do we even get this person to at least, let's go to the hospital? How do we convince this person to agree to see a doctor? Yesterday we had a conversation on mental health, and we were talking. The professional I had in the studio was talking about how a lot of people would not seek help from a professional when they're having mental health issues. And he said, especially the men, they would rather go drink. So you find out that this your friend that is beginning to drink, it's like he's having a mental health problem. You want to sit down with him and say to his face that he has a mental health problem? Do you know how he's going to take the word mental? Do you know if the moment he hears mental, oh, okay, thank you, I'm the mad person. Okay, fine. You want to lecture him on what you just said, that you didn't call him a madman? You might not want to have that conversation with him. Okay, you might not want to tell him, I think you need to see a mental health expert. Hey, I've suffered in this life. Okay, no. Okay, you need to see a psychiatrist. Oh, you're spoiling it. So I should not go to hospital where they are treating mad people and go and take bed. No. I mean, you need to see, oh yeah, there's a word he actually used yesterday, a behavioral therapist. That sounds nice. So you don't want to have that conversation with this person. You want to come up with a solution first. Get the how really to get him to agree to see this person that is obviously a psychiatrist without offending him, without bruising his ego. So are we gossiping when we're having that conversation about his drinking habits these days? About the fact that he doesn't even want to stay home? About the fact that he's no longer focusing at work? Because we're noticing that he's depressed. Some people don't even want to hear you say to them that you're showing signs of depression. All right. So we're discussing gossiping versus gisting. Constance, you're not supposed to tell. There's a way we do certain things. Okay, this is in response to the message about what's it called? If a nurse who knows about a patient's HIV status, all right? So she says, Constance, you're not supposed to tell. There's a way we do certain things to remain overboard, to remain above board, okay? For anyone listening who has concerns, get the person you already know is HIV positive and your relative to take HIV tests at the same time in the same clinic. Try and make sure they come in for the results at the same time and have them open the results together. The clinic also has a duty of care to your relative. So if they can't go behind the back of the person with HIV and is hiding it from your relative, they can't endanger your relative by outrightly helping the other person lie about their status. All right, that's a beautiful one. So what if this person lives far away and says, oh, I can't come down to where you are currently to come have this HIV test with you. I would have really loved to, baby. I love you, and you know I would do anything for you. But can I take a test today and send you the results? I could actually do that. And whatever they send to you, that's it. So they could come up with anything. I'm just saying though. But you made a valid point, all right? Thank you very much. So in case you know anybody in that regard, you could actually adopt that method, okay? Get both of them to take the test at the same time in the same clinic, all right? I think that works. Oguojone Justice says, Constance, if it comes to you and we discussing Buhari, Wike, Joe Biden, it's gisting. But if I come to you and we begin to discuss Honey Ojukwu, Ifeami Andrew, and Jude, talking negatively, it's gossiping. Interesting. All right. Thank you very much. I'm still taking calls anyway, so please keep those calls coming. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0002 or 0817 923 0003. So yeah, I'm looking at the philosophers. I've talked about Aristotle, right? Now, Socrates had something to say. I was not there, so I don't know if he really said it or whatever, but people are attributing that particular conversation to him. Okay, so they said that one of his scholars or somebody came to meet him to talk about somebody. And then he asked him 3 questions. They call it the Socrates triple filter test. So the story goes that an acquaintance of his visited him. I'm sure you should know this just now. Anyway, let me continue. So this person was really eager to share some juicy gossip. And then the man asked Socrates, would you like to know the story I just heard about a friend of yours? And Socrates replied that, before you actually speak, I've got this test I want you to pass. So when you've passed the test, then we'll be sure if you can continue. So here it goes. So the first filter, the Socrates triple filter test. The first filter. So he explained to this man and says, have you made absolutely sure that what you are about to say is true? And the man was like, oh, well, not really. I heard about it. And then Socrates says, so you really do not know if what you're about to tell me is true. Is that what you want? Okay. So you're telling me that you're not sure if what you're about to tell me is the truth, is what really happened, right? And so the second filter is what you want to say something good or something kind? But it's not something good, it's not something kind. I'm sure that we're not talking like this, don't mind me, just being Nigerian about it. Okay, and then Socrates now says, So you're not, first of all, sure that what you're about to share with me is true. And then what you're about to share with me is not something good. It's not something kind. Wow. Woo. All right, let's try the last filter. Perhaps you could just pass and give me the gist. So, what you're about to share with me, is it very useful? Is it necessary? Like this information, if you pass it now, is this something that will help me blow? Is this something that I can add to my CV? Anyway, the story goes that the man says, not very necessary, but just gist now. I just want to gist you. And then Socrates told him that if what you want to say is not true, it's not good, it's not kind, it's not useful or necessary, please don't say it at all. So that's it. Truth, good or kind, useful or necessary. So that's the triple Socrates triple filter test. Okay, so before I go, I have to give out 5,000 naira. I said I was going to shock you today. So this week, apart from the one I did today, this week I've been on, something I've been doing for quite some time now, right? In reminding you, oh my goodness, I'm just seeing a message here. Okay, I will definitely get to that. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to find out what is holding it. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so in the past few days, so I've been having sessions where I prompt you to drink water, and I don't just come and say drink water, right? So I usually talk about something before I now remind you to drink water. Can you remind me of maybe just one that I've mentioned this week? Fastest finger. I'll be back.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria in
But before I do that, so yeah, I asked you a question and I said fastest finger. And here's the fastest and correct one. When water enters your ear. I did that yesterday. So water and the ear. So today I did water and your face. Water and facial cleansing. So thank you very much, Elder Oji. You are the winner for today. So send me your account details. Please remember to include the name of the bank. Okay? Thank you very much. And that's a wrap on the show today. Thank you for being a part of the sunny side. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm back here 10 a.m. for the midday cruise. 10 to 2 p.m. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. My name is Constance Mega. Remember to follow us on social media. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Tell your family and friends. Nigeria Info PH on Twitter and Nigeria Info FM _PH on Instagram. All right. www.nigeriainfo.fm. That's the website. You can also find me, Constance Mega, on Twitter and Constance Mega on LinkedIn and Instagram. God bless you.